Next, Mr. Chameleon and the apartment to share murder. Tonight, we again present the famous Mr. Chameleon of Central Police Headquarters in his famous cases of crime and murder, brought to you by the makers of genuine Bayer aspirin. Mr. Chameleon, as you know, is the famous and dreaded detective who frequently uses a disguise to track down a killer, a disguise which at all times is recognized by the audience. Tonight, we give you Mr. Chameleon in The Apartment to Share Murder. It is late afternoon in the pleasant New York offices of the Seaboard Sash and Lumber Company, just before closing time. And in the reception room, we find Herbert Gray, an attractive, forthright man in his early 40s. With him is Huldah Jones, a tall but rather pretty girl. And Herbert is saying to her,
"Welcome to New York, Miss Jones. It's good to have you here."
It's good to be here, Mr. Gray. I've always wanted to work in New York.
Well, I've been feeling rather guilty taking you away from our Albany office. But you have such a fine record as a secretary, Miss Jones, that I felt I needed you here to work for me personally.
Oh, that's very flattering, Mr. Gray. Of course, I do have a problem. I checked my bags at the station.
And you have no place to stay, right?
Yes.
Hotels are so expensive and furnished rooms aren't much fun. Miss Jones, tell me, would you like to share an apartment with a very sweet girl who works here in our accounting department?
Why, I never thought of that.
Let me call her. Pauline? Pauline?
Yes, Mr. Gray?
Come here a minute, will you? Oh, Pauline, this is Huldah Jones, Pauline Adams.
How do you do? You're Mr. Gray's new secretary, aren't you?
Yes. Yes, I am.
I stole her away from our Albany office, Pauline. She's looking for a place to stay, and I told her that you were looking for someone to share your flat.
Oh, I am. Miss Jones, I think you might love it. It's a dear little place and very convenient to the office.
Well, I don't know, Miss Adams.
My former roommate went off and got married recently, and I do want someone else to share expenses.
Well,
I tell you, come and stay with me tonight anyway. See how you like it. If you don't, there won't be any hard feelings. Fair enough?
That seems very fair, Miss Adams. Thank you. I accept.
The office closes in about 10 minutes. Wait for me, will you?
Yes, I will, Miss Adams.
What's the matter, Miss Jones? Don't you like Miss Adams?
I don't know her, Mr. Gray.
But you acted so strange when she walked into the room, almost as if you did know her.
No. No, it's just that she reminded me of someone, Mr. Gray.
Someone rather unpleasant, I'd say, from your expression.
Yes. But it's not important.
Of course it's not. And after all, it can be very temporary. You can leave her apartment tomorrow with no hard feelings.
That's right. Miss Adams seems like an extremely sweet girl. Who knows? It may work out perfectly for both of us.
But a couple of hours later, as Huldah Jones, with a suitcase in each hand, approaches Pauline Adams' apartment, she finds the front door standing open. And as she steps into the foyer, she calls uncertainly,
Miss Adams? Miss Adams? Oh. Who are you?
I was just going to ask you that question, young lady. I'm Detective Dave Arnold.
Detective? Well, what's a detective doing here?
Want to tell her, Mr. Chameleon?
Yes, Dave. I'm Chameleon of Central Police Headquarters. Are you a friend of Pauline Adams?
Why, not exactly.
Your name, please.
Huldah Jones. Mr. Chameleon, what is this? What has Miss Adams done? I was moving in to share this apartment with her, but if she's in trouble...
Trouble, Miss Jones, is a slight understatement. Pauline Adams was murdered about an hour ago.
Murdered?
Stabbed to death. The superintendent of the building found her.
Oh, no. No, I was with her a couple of hours ago.
You... Where, Miss Jones?
At the office of the Seaboard Sash and Lumber Company. I was just transferred from the Albany office to be Herbert Gray's secretary. I had no place to stay, so he introduced me to Miss Adams. She wanted me to share her flat, and I agreed to try it. Well, that's how I happened to know her. That's what I'm doing here now. You believe me, Mr. Chameleon. You believe me, don't you?
I do. I shall also check with Herbert Gray.
Oh, yes, do that, please. He'll tell you. He'll tell you.
Where did you get this luggage you're carrying, Miss Jones?
Well, I had it checked at the station, Detective Arnold. I was probably at the station at the time Miss Adams was murdered.
Miss Jones, was this your only luggage? Now think. Think carefully before you answer.
Why, what do you mean, Mr. Chameleon?
Dave, give me that traveling case, please.
Here you are, sir.
Yeah. Miss Jones, is this traveling case yours?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Then what was it doing here at the apartment in the murdered girl's bedroom?
Oh, she brought it home with her. We left the office together, and she offered to bring that home while I went to the station to get the rest of my bags. Well, why? Does it have something to do with the murder?
That's a good guess, Miss Jones. The murder weapon came from this traveling case.
Oh, it couldn't have. It couldn't have.
It did. Pauline Adams was stabbed with the shears that came from this traveling case. It not only fits in the case, it bears the same trademark.
I suppose you think I killed Miss Adams and then went to the station to pick up my other luggage so I could use that as an alibi.
That's another good guess, Miss Jones.
But it wouldn't be true, Mr. Chameleon. Why would I murder a girl like that? A girl I only met for the first time today. I had no motive, Mr. Chameleon. You have to have a motive.
Quite right, Miss Jones. That's why I'm not holding you. You're free to go to a hotel. But remember, for the present, you are not free to leave New York City.
Are you going to question Herbert Gray to check on my story?
Exactly, Miss Jones. You've guessed right again.
Oh, but he'll only verify it.
That's exactly what you want, isn't it? You almost act as if you didn't want me to go to him. As a matter of fact, Miss Jones, I'm becoming increasingly anxious to meet this man who employed you both and suggested that you share Miss Adams' apartment.
And a little later, as Mr. Chameleon and Detective Dave Arnold approach the offices of the Seaboard Sash and Lumber Company, Dave is saying,
You do think Herbert Gray will okay Miss Jones's story, don't you, Mr.
Oh, of
Chameleon?
course he will, Dave. Or she wouldn't have told it. But there's something else she's holding back. There's more here than meets the eye. Well, here we are, the Seaboard Sash and Lumber Company. Oh, this must be the reception room. Who's this odd little character coming toward us?
Herbert Gray?
I doubt it. You Herbert Graham?
I am not. I most certainly am not Herbert Gray. I'm Wilbur Colby. I work in the accounting department.
Oh, then you knew Pauline Adams, Mr. Colby.
I did indeed. Terrible thing, her being murdered. Are you a cop?
I am, Mr. Colby, and I'm looking for Herbert Graham.
Right in there, first office.
Thank you, Mr. Colby. By the way, did you know Miss Adams well?
Strictly in a business way. But it's most disturbing to think a girl you've worked with has been murdered.
Oh. He's disturbed, all right, Mr. Chameleon.
Yes, isn't he? Hands were trembling. Seems to be a highly interesting office. Where's Mr. Gray? Mr. Gray? Mr. Gray?
Yes?
I'm Chameleon of Central Police Headquarters. This is Detective Arnold.
Oh, come in, please. I've been expecting you. A Detective Foley was here and told me about Pauline's murder. I still can't believe it.
What sort of girl was she, Mr. Gray?
Very sweet, good worker, rather kept to herself. Nobody knew very much about her outside the office.
Mr. Gray, you introduced Pauline Adams to a Miss Jones, or at least she claims that you did.
I did, Mr. Chameleon. Poor Miss Jones. What a way for her to begin her sojourn in New York.
You're sure that she had never met the murdered girl, Pauline Adams, before? It was you who introduced them?
Absolutely, Mr. Chameleon. Of course, Miss Jones did look rather startled, but that's not important.
Everything's important in a murder case, Mr. Gray. When did Huldah Jones look startled, and why?
Well, she acted rather strangely when I introduced her to Pauline Adams. And then later she said that Pauline simply reminded her of someone.
Who?
She didn't say, Mr. Chameleon, just someone she once knew. Someone connected with some unpleasantness, I gathered. But it can't be important.
Mr. Gray, Pauline Adams was stabbed with a pair of shears. Those shears came from Huldah Jones' traveling case.
What? Oh, but Mr. Chameleon, she couldn't have done it. She couldn't have.
How can you be so positive, Mr. Gray?
Well, because she has an excellent reputation.
You'd be surprised how many people with excellent reputations are mixed up in murders.
But Miss Jones had no reason for doing a horrible thing like that. She could...
I'll take it, Mr. Gray. I'm expecting the Commissioner of Police to call me. Hello?
Chameleon?
Yes, Commissioner. What's up?
Plenty, Chameleon. A man named Biff McCoy suddenly showed up to claim Pauline Adams' body. Said he was her husband.
Well, that's very interesting. Biff McCoy. There's a second-rate prize fighter named Biff McCoy.
I think that's the one.
And, Commissioner, I have a vague recollection. A Biff McCoy was once arrested for nearly beating his wife to death. Could it be the same man? Was it Pauline Adams that he attacked? That was some months ago.
I'll have his record looked up.
All right, do that, Commissioner. And hold him until I get down there to question him. Goodbye. Mr. Gray, did you know Pauline Adams was married to a second-rate prize fighter
Good heavens, no.
who nearly beat her to death several months ago?
I remember that, Mr. Chameleon. You almost finished her.
Yes, that's right, Dave. And you know nothing about this, Mr. Gray?
Nothing. Pauline was home ill for a while, but it never occurred to me. I just can't believe it. She worked here for so long. I saw her every day.
Most people live in two worlds, Mr. Gray. The world of the office and their private world outside. And like yourself, most employers would probably be amazed if they knew what happened to their employees once they left the office.
I suppose so.
I'm going down to Central Police Headquarters to question Biff McCoy now.
Well, if there's anything at all I can do, Mr. Chameleon...
Yes, I'll let you know. Oh, one thing. I met a weird little man just now in the outer office. Wilbur Colby.
Oh, yes. Poor Wilbur is rather odd.
He's a trusted employee?
Yes.
You hesitated.
No. Only you made me wonder, Mr. Chameleon, how much I do know about the trusted employees of this company.
When you're in the profession that I'm in, Mr. Gray, you sometimes wonder how much you know about anyone. Okay, Dave. Come on.
Hold her. You can come out now.
Has Mr. Chameleon gone, Herbert?
Yes. Thank heavens I heard his voice in time so you could hide in the storeroom. You shouldn't have come here, Huldah.
I had to, Herbert. I'm so frightened. Mr. Chameleon thinks I killed Pauline Adams.
Darling, hush. Shouldn't have brought you down here from the Albany office, pretending that I needed you as a secretary. But we've been involved with each other for such a long time.
And you love me, Herbert, don't you? Even though you pretend in front of the office staff that it's just a business relationship.
I love you so much, Huldah. I want to help you. I want you to tell me the truth about everything. Why did you act so strangely with Pauline Adams? You did know her. You'd met her before.
No, I hadn't.
Huldah, sweetheart, you mustn't lie to me. If you do, I can't help you, and I've got to help you.
Herbert, you don't think it was I who killed her?
Was it?
I won't answer that.
You've got to, darling. Whatever you did, I love you. I'll get a first-rate criminal lawyer. The cost doesn't matter. All I want to do is to help you.
Mr. Graham?
What?
Mr. Chameleon.
When did you come in? We didn't hear you.
No. I presume Miss Jones came in through your private entrance.
Yes, I did. I had to consult him, Mr. Chameleon. I'd no one to turn to.
And you're in trouble. Yes, that's quite understandable, Miss Jones. Mr. Graham?
Yes, Mr. Chameleon?
I've decided I want you down at Central Police Headquarters. As Pauline Adams' employer, you may be able to help me further. After I finish talking to her husband who nearly killed her some months ago.
Mr. Chameleon and the apartment to share murder continues in just a moment. When you have a cold, you need Bayer aspirin. Need it because it's important to you that you get quick relief from the headachy, feverish feeling and the muscular aches and pains that almost always accompany a cold. And because Bayer aspirin gives you this important relief, it should be taken at the first sign of a cold, before you do anything else. Regardless of what you do to stop or shorten a cold, we believe your own doctor will tell you that this is sound advice. And it's advice you can follow with confidence. For Bayer aspirin is the medication used by millions to treat these distressing symptoms. It provides amazingly fast relief because it's ready to go to work in 2 seconds. And Bayer aspirin's single active ingredient is so gentle to the system that doctors prescribe it even for small children. That's why Bayer aspirin has been used by millions of normal people without ill effect. So at the first sign of a cold, before you do anything else, take Bayer aspirin. And when you buy, ask for Bayer aspirin, not just for aspirin alone. Get the 100-tablet bottle, and you get Bayer aspirin tablets for less than a penny apiece. And now back to Mr. Chameleon and the apartment to share murder. Pauline Adams has been viciously stabbed to death in her small apartment, and Mr. Chameleon is intrigued by the strange aspects of the case. And now at Central Police Headquarters, he is equally intrigued by the flashy, arrogant figure standing in front of him. The figure of Biff McCoy, prize fighter, who says to Mr. Chameleon,
"All right, copper, cut out the comedy. What are you holding me for? I didn't kill Pauline. She was my wife. I loved her."
You loved her so much, Biff, that you nearly beat her to death several months ago.
Well, I was drunk. I didn't know what I was doing. But I ain't had a drink since. Me and Pauline was ready to make up.
That why you were at her apartment this afternoon?
What?
I said you were at her apartment this afternoon.
So you know, huh? That nosy superintendent tell you?
Nope, you did. I didn't know you were there. I only suspected. What time were you there, Biff?
Come on, Biff, you heard him. What time were you there?
Listen, Detective Arnold, you can't bully me.
Sorry, Biff. I forgot you were just a delicate little wife-beater. What time were you there?
It's about 5 o'clock. I never got inside the apartment. Pauline told me to come back later.
And when you did, she was dead?
Yes, she was dead. And believe it or not, Mr. Chameleon, I loved her. And you lay off me,
Easy, Biff. Tell me, you been doing any fighting lately?
No.
Why not?
Well, I ain't well, Mr. Chameleon. I just been working at Kelly's as a sparring partner.
Doesn't sound like much of a job for a man who isn't well. Biff, where'd you get those expensive clothes?
Huh?
And that expensive car that you've got parked outside? Where'd you get them?
Well, they're leftovers from the days when I was in the chips. I'm not well heeled, Mr. Chameleon. I just get by.
Dave, search him.
Oh, wait a minute.
Don't try to stop me.
What'd you find, Dave?
A bankroll big enough to stuff a cow, Mr. Chameleon.
Oh.
Biff, where'd you get this 300?
That's mine.
Yes, obviously. But where did you get it, Biff?
Pauline gave it to me.
When?
A couple of days ago.
Your dead wife, who had a small paying job with the Seaboard Sash and Lumber Company, gave you $300?
Sure, she thought I might need it.
Oh, do you expect us to believe that?
Look, Detective Arnold, if you don't believe it, you know what you can do. Now, how about letting me go? You got nothing to hold me on.
You've forgotten one thing, haven't you, Biff? You've forgotten to tell us about Huldah Jones.
Huldah?
Yes, Huldah.
Who told you about her, Mr. Chameleon?
The same person who told me that you were at your murdered wife's apartment this afternoon.
I mean, you didn't know. You tricked me again.
Tell us about Huldah Jones. Where'd you know her?
I met her 2 years ago when she was working in Albany at a prize fight match.
And?
Well, we went together for a year until I met Pauline in New York.
You jilted Huldah Jones so you could marry Pauline Adams, then?
Yeah. Huldah saw Pauline's picture once, but she never met her.
She met Pauline today, Biff. She met her today. A couple of hours before your wife, Pauline, was murdered. All right, Biff, that's
But, Mr.
all.
Chameleon...
That's all for now. Show him out, Dave.
Yes, sir.
I'll get Herbert Gray. Mr. Gray, you come in here, please.
Ah, yes, Mr. Chameleon.
I have some interesting news for you. Highly interesting. Pauline's husband, Biff McCoy, the prize fighter, just left here, expensively dressed with $300 in his pocket, despite the fact that he isn't fighting anymore.
Well?
Mr. Gray, have there been shortages of money in your accounting department lately?
What makes you ask that?
You should know, Mr. Gray. If not, we'll send our auditors in to check.
Mr. Chameleon, there have been shortages. I've said nothing about them yet because, well, frankly, I've been so upset that anyone working for the firm would steal from us.
Well, that's a very decent attitude. And to think it might be Pauline Adams.
Pauline?
Well, she worked in the accounting department, didn't she? She had money, which she passed along to her husband. Oh, come to think of it, Wilbur Colby works there, too, doesn't he?
Mr. Chameleon, this is all very painful to me.
Then you have suspected Wilbur Colby?
Yes, I have. But if you think it was poor Pauline Adams...
Oh, in other words, you'd rather let the dead Pauline take the blame for something the living Wilbur Colby might have done. Well, you do have a protective attitude toward your employees, Mr. Graham.
If I was sure, I'd fire Wilbur, but I'm not sure.
He once worked in Albany, didn't he?
Uh-huh.
Wilbur Colby worked in your Albany office at one time, didn't he? Was he friendly with Huldah Jones when he was there?
They were business associates, that's all, I'm sure.
Mr. Graham, I walked in on a little scene between you and Huldah Jones. I'm sure you've been wondering how much I heard of it.
Yes, I have, Mr. Chameleon.
I heard enough to know that you care a great deal for that girl. Did she tell you that she once went around with Biff McCoy, the prize fighter, that Biff McCoy jilted her in order to marry Pauline Adams?
What?
That is why Huldah Jones' manner toward Pauline was so strange. She'd never met her, but she certainly knew of her, and hated her, probably.
Well, then why did she agree to share Pauline's apartment? Because
she intended to murder Pauline Adams? That's possible.
Huh. And I thought I knew Huldah so well, Mr. Chameleon.
You thought you knew everyone in your office, Mr. Gray.
What are you going to do?
Possibly send an auditor to go through your books, question Wilbur Colby. I'm not sure yet. But thank you very much for your cooperation, and in the future, Mr. Gray, don't trust people so completely. I never do. Good day.
Goodbye, Mr. Chameleon. And I hope it isn't Huldah.
Dave.
Yes, Mr. Chameleon. That's a pretty shattered guy.
Well, naturally, it's a shock to find your office has been a breeding place for theft and murder. Dave, I'm fully convinced that the heart of the mystery lies right there in that office. I'm going in there in disguise.
You mean you're going in disguised as that auditor you spoke of?
Yes, that's right, Dave. A belligerent little man named Joshua Clay, who may accomplish more than all the cops put together.
And so, a few days later, we find Mr. Chameleon in his disguise as the cocky auditor, Joshua Clay. And as he and Detective Dave Arnold approach the offices of the Seaboard Sash and Lumber Company, Mr. Chameleon says to Dave,
Did you just leave him, Dave?
Yes, sir. All the people concerned with the case are there, including Huldah Jones. And Biff McCoy, who says he came to pick up his dead wife's belongings.
Mm-hmm. All right, Dave. After I've gone in, you step into the reception room and try to keep out of sight. Hide behind a door or anything. And keep one hand on your gun.
I'll be there, Mr. Chameleon.
Wish me luck, Dave.
And so saying, Mr. Chameleon opens the door of the Seaboard Sash and Lumber Company and strides in. And the first person he encounters is Biff McCoy, to whom he says, in the voice of his disguise, Joshua Clay,
You Wilbur Colby?
No, I'm not. Biff McCoy, the fighter.
Well, where's Wilbur Colby? Where is he?
How should I know, pal? I don't work here. Try that office over there.
Thanks. Miss? You there, miss?
What do you want? And the name is Miss Jones.
Miss Jones, I'm Joshua Clay, the auditor who's been going over your books. I'm looking for Wilbur Colby. Where is he?
Why?
Never mind why. Where will I find Wilbur Colby?
Right in there, Mr. Clay.
Thanks. Mr. Colby?
Yes?
Ah, at last. I'm Joshua Clay, Mr. Colby. I've been auditing the books here.
Auditing the books? Did you say auditing the books?
I did. Mr. Colby, there's a considerable shortage. You, I understand, work in the accounting department.
So did Pauline Adams.
Adams? Oh, murdered, wasn't she? Are you accusing the dead?
I'm not accusing anyone.
Well, I am. I'm accusing you, Mr. Colby.
How dare you, sir? How dare you? I didn't steal any money.
Your hands are shaking, Mr. Colby. Your voice is shaking.
Oh, why shouldn't they when you say I'm a thief? I'm not a thief. I'm not a thief.
Someone was. Miss Adams, seems wicked to malign the dead, but then it's safer than accusing the living.
Mr. Clay.
Yes?
What am I going to do? What am I going to do?
Mr. Colby, I apologize. I just wanted to see how you'd act.
What?
I know you're not a thief.
Mr. Clay.
I know you're not the thief because I know who the real thief is.
Mr. Clay, so do I.
You do, Mr. Colby?
Yes. Oh, you've given me the courage to speak at last. I've wanted to, but I've been afraid. The real thief, of course.
Let go of my arm. Drop it.
that gun. That's right.
You got him, Dave?
I've got him all right, Mr. Chameleon.
Mr. Chameleon? You're Mr. Chameleon in disguise.
Yes, Mr. Colby. Dave, bring Herbert Gray in here. It is Herbert Gray, isn't it?
It's Herbert Gray, all right.
Uh-huh.
And he intended to kill both you and Mr. Colby.
Too bad I didn't. I suspected for some time that Wilbur Colby here knew I was the one who was stealing from the firm.
And Pauline Adams knew, too. That's why she was murdered. Because she knew and had been blackmailing you, Mr. Gray.
What is this? Herbert? Herbert, what happened?
I'll answer for him, Miss Jones. You were used by the man you loved. The man who had such a paternal feeling for the employees of this company. You were used as a pawn in a diabolical plan to murder Pauline Adams and shift the blame elsewhere.
What?
I found checks of Herbert Gray's made out to Pauline. I realized it was blackmail. Then when I heard about the shortages of money, I knew what she'd been blackmailing him for. But Herbert Gray persuaded you, Miss Jones, to share her apartment, knowing that if he killed her, you probably would be blamed.
Herbert?
While you were at the railroad station getting your bags, he went to her apartment and killed her. He figured if you weren't blamed, Miss Jones, the prize-fighter husband, Biff McCoy, would be.
Oh, Herbert, I can't believe that you...
You stupid fool-holder, don't look at me like that. It was one way of getting you off my neck, too.
Which is an admission of guilt, I might remind you, Herbert Gray. And I hope that with those words you have also killed whatever feeling this poor girl might have had for you.
And with these words, Mr. Chameleon concludes tonight's murder case. In response to many requests from mothers, genuine Bayer aspirin has been made available in a new children's size tablet. A tablet which now enables you to conveniently give your children the proper dosage as prescribed by your doctor. This is because each of these new tablets contains only half the amount of the regular size Bayer aspirin tablet you take. And they're made so you can break them right in half whenever still smaller dosages are needed. Because they are uncolored and unflavored, they cannot be mistaken for candy. A new children's size Bayer aspirin, like regular size Bayer aspirin, may be used with utmost confidence. For the fact that doctors prescribe Bayer aspirin's single active ingredient even for the smallest children shows how gentle and dependable it is. The bottle and carton are plainly marked children's size Bayer aspirin. 30 tablets for 25 cents. Listen next Wednesday night at the same time for Mr. Chameleon, the man of many faces, in The Deceitful Wives Murder Case. The part of Mr. Chameleon is played by Carl Swenson, with dialogue by Marie Baumer, from the original story by Frank and Ann Hummert. Music directed by Victor Arden. Your announcer is Howard Claney.
Scientific studies show that the only sensible way to help prevent tooth decay is to keep your teeth thoroughly clean at all times. This is because teeth that are free of decay-breeding deposits and film actually resist decay. And to clean them, use powder. For there's nothing you can get that cleans teeth like powder. Thanks to its remarkable cleaning power, Dr. Lyon's tooth powder almost instantly helps remove deposits and film in which bacteria form. Bacteria that cause tooth decay. So to help prevent tooth decay before it gets started, use Dr. Lyon's tooth powder. Ask for either regular or ammoniated Dr. Lyon's tooth powder.
Listen for Mr. Chameleon in The Deceitful Wives Murder Case next Wednesday night at this time. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.